Hello, my name is Eli Sterling and I am the director and founder of Earthbound Productions, a small nonprofit organization that has the great joy of producing one of the largest environmental Earth Day events in the Northwest, and that's called the Procession of the Species Celebration. And this little shot here to teach you how to make some quick celebration art is so that you can come and spend your weekend in Olympia with two processions. One on April 22nd at 9:30 p.m. We have a luminary procession, and on Saturday, April 23rd at 4:30 p.m. in downtown Olympia, you can also show up with your windswept silhouettes of celebration art. Now, pretty simple and pretty beautiful, but this is how it starts. First of all, you find yourself a packing crate. It has to be at some distance. All of our spangles over the years, we've found out that the best sort of dimensions are something that's in the neighborhood of about 3 feet long and about 2 feet wide. Get yourself a good stiff packing box that has 2 layers of cardboard. When you look at it, you'll see it's got 2 kind of squiggly kind of sections to it. Try to get one that's 2 layers thick. Once you have that cardboard in place and you have a good cut, what you'll do is you'll take a shape, and this one happens to be a fish, and you'll draw that right on that piece of cardboard. And what you want to use then is a box knife. Just like this. It's got a sharp edge, and what you want to do is you want to cut on a solid piece that's not on your linoleum floor, but find a piece of plywood or something to put under the surface. And what you do then is you cut that piece of wood, your piece of cardboard, into the shape of that fish. What you'll come up with now is a simple shape like this. And what you want to try to do, and I'll show an example of this later, is that you want to get a piece of cardboard that doesn't have any creases in it whatsoever. Doesn't matter if it has any print on the back, we'll take care of that, but make sure there are no creases. What you'll do after that is once you've got your piece cut out, now you've got this section here, and this is a good example here. This piece of cardboard had a crease in it. The reason why you want to avoid the crease, because eventually that's going to fold and be the weakest part. But remember that print? That'll disappear. All you do is get regular latex paint, white, interior, exterior, doesn't matter. It can be flat or it can be glossy. It doesn't matter. Just get that whole piece that you've got covered in white on both sides. When you paint one side, you'll see the cardboard kind of curl. Don't worry about it. Paint the other side and it'll curl right back. Once you have that piece in place, paint some simple designs. They don't need to be fancy. Like here's just a vine over here with some buds coming out. On this side, just a multiple part of colors. They can be any dimensions you want. Any type of shape. Don't try to replicate a fish. Just try to replicate Picasso. Once you've got that piece in place, guess what? In celebration art, it's all on the glitter. Remember that section over there? Just put your lines of glitter. It's pretty simple. You don't put a lot of glue on. Just take your little Elmer's glue, put a section, rub it with your finger, and dust it with glitter. You can do this side over here. On the back side, it can be just a simple design. And here's that vine. Remember we saw that vine later? Just simply outlining the piece like that. Gorgeous. And that's all it is. And what you try to do with your celebration art is you're looking for swirls, you're looking for movement. It's sort of that dance that you want to get. Once you have your piece in place, you try to put a hole inside. We've actually used a grommet, but if you don't have a grommet kit for yourself, pretty darn simple. Right where you're at, take some clear packing tape on either side of a section where you want to have a hole, and just take a knife and whittle a little bit of a hole there through the packing tape. Now you have a piece there. And then what you do from that is that you take a piece of cord, and you run that through your hole, and you make that about 8 to 9 inches long, just about like this. Not quite a foot, not quite 6 inches, about a foot, about 9 inches, just so you'll watch this thing and it'll be dancing like that. You have a cord up there, you drill a hole, and you place some ribbons down along the edge, so you have that beautiful fringe. Once you have that in place, pretty darn simple. Next up is to get yourself, what I have here is a bamboo pole. Get something that's comfortable in your hand, and you use a zip tie to take that right here. Put this in place where you got your strap right here, zip tie right here. Simple little, whoa. Make sure you get your zip ties, they don't all go the same way, in place. And then what you have is this beautiful art that's going to dangle just like that. And it's all part of the celebration. And if you are coming from out of town and you're here to spend your week in Olympia, you just drop by the Procession Art Studio, and we'll make sure you have the bamboo pole. So thanks very much. We'll see you in the procession on April 22nd and April 23rd in 2011 in downtown Olympia.